Welcome friends to the Beaver Dam. Today we're going to be just talking about an update on all of our accounts. We're going to go through our farming plan for all three of our accounts, including our brand new free-to-play account. I know I haven't really had an official announcement of it, and so this is our official announcement. We will be having a new free-to-play account, not for the sake of me having more to do, because I already have way too much to do. Rather, it's for us to be able to make new player videos, as well as test how long it's going to take to get to level 85 with the new changes. Additionally, we are going to be rolling out our free-to-play dam farming guide for everyone to be able to farm in the most efficient way possible, to have the most fun and get those PPs, those passion projects in there. So I will be showing you guys just a brief insight on the overall plan, and we'll do a more in-depth video at a later date to give you guys the full list of what you are farming when you follow the damn free-to-play guide. But starting with our first account, this is our main account. This is what we're farming. So it is official. We have Mommy Mandalore. I just can't talk tonight apparently. We have Mommy Mandalore. Really exciting. We just got her to Relic 6 today with the raid currency that we got. We'll be getting her to Relic 7 and finishing her off. And then from there, we have a little bit of an Inquisitorious grind to just start working on for fun. This is not for fun. This is for our guild. I would never farm the Inquisitors for fun, personally. But hey, maybe for you, this is a PP. It's definitely not one for me. So we'll be getting this done with our guild, and so I'll be alternating a Grand Inquisitor, and then a requirement for our next farm, an Inquisitor requirement for our next farm, and just kind of alternating until we're done with both projects. And our next farm is Jamal, JML, Jedi Master Luke. And let me show you just how close this account is to Jedi Master Luke. I brought it up a couple times. Jedi Master Luke is just, I'm itching for it. Ben Kenobi, upgrade to Relic 5. I have him at Relic 3. C-3PO, Relic 3. Mon Mothma, I think I have her at Gear 10 right now. 7 star. Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, Relic 5. R2-D2, Gear 12. Hermit Yoda, Relic 3. Lando Calrissian, Relic 3. Like, we are inches away from JML. We will get him within a month for sure. For shizzle. The weird thing is we're actually running out of legendary characters to get. Like, we have JKCK, Profundity, and Leviathan. That's basically it. I mean, Afra, I guess, but Afra's kind of one of those 100% like, if you have time, get around to that farm kind of thing. It doesn't really connect to anything else. So our current farming path is going to be Jedi Master Luke. He's super close. We're going to finish him up. It'll also allow us to drop a JML guide for those of you who are going to be getting this guy in the next 6 months to a year. Especially a lot of you guys who bought the Shadows of the Empire Lightspeed bundle. It's going to be very important for you guys. I have a couple accounts that buddies of mine have that I can take a look at and see what they used for it, and then do my own stuff and kind of come up with a good guide for you guys. So I'm excited for that. Then we're going to go for that Profundity. Profundity is right next to that farm. We already have the Hera done. We already have the Dash done. We already have all of the 7-star ships done. It's just at this point going to be pushing through the last couple of requirements. I have them all at 7-star. I'm currently pushing a little bit of Raid 1 gear their way while I'm sitting here finishing up Jedi Master Luke, because I really don't need much more gear for Jedi Master Luke. It's primarily signal data. So that will be our overall farm for the next couple of months for this account. But we do have a fun thing coming, and I will be dropping a poll in a couple hours, so keep an eye out. I am going to drop a poll to let you guys choose where this account goes next after Profundity. And the reason I'm doing that is because if you look here at JMK, we have General Kenobi at Relic 7. We have Negotiator at 7 stars. We have Mace Windu at Gear 12. We have Ayla Secura up to 7 star. Bo-Katan is finished. Qui-Gon, Gear 12. Magna Guard finished. Clone Sergeant, 7 stars. Wat Tambor, 7 stars. Grievous up to Relic 5. Cad Bane finished. Cody, 7 star once again. Jango Fett finished. Shaak Ti, Relic 5. Grandmaster Yoda, we have a gear 12. Like, we are right next to JMK. We have a cat in our roster. So if that's something you guys are interested in, I am 100% down to take that side and just go on for JMK. The other option is Jabba. We'd push into Jabba for those delicious mod materials. This is a little bit farther of a farm for us, but those mod materials are worth it and push us right into the path of Leia. Now, is Lord Vader on the table? Not anytime soon, and honestly, we'll probably continually get shoved back, and we're going to keep getting other stuff, you know. If the new GL comes out, we'll probably push that over, you know, Lord Vader. But regardless, that's our options. So keep an eye out for that poll. I'm very curious what you guys are going to say here. So Jabba is going to be a great character. JMK is going to be a great character. But one's good with mods, and the other one's just a fantastic character front to back. And I'll get a guide out for whichever one happens. I know some people had some trouble with Jabba initially, but the event overall, it seems like most people haven't struggled. JMK, I've heard, is a very, very, very easy one. Like, I've heard people do it with 0 mods. So, we'll see what you guys want to see in this roster. So, keep an eye out for that poll. As for our damn free-to-play is, of course, what our members get to vote on, to, you know, vote where we go. And we're really just trying to show that no matter where you go in the game, if you're efficient, if you take some time to do some peepees, you can always make an account good. Doesn't matter what you're going to farm as your opening farm. So, I'm letting the members choose where this goes, and they chose Afra for the first farm. The second farm, we shall see. I'll be putting out a little poll for the members here pretty soon, so if you want in on that, go ahead and check out the link in the description to check out our membership tiers. They're all very fun, and they all have access to the voting for this. But we are getting close to Afra. You can see here we have BT up to 7 stars. We're working towards that gear 12. One more raid, and we should have him at gear 12. From there, it's just a little push into Chirotex. And then we're going to have that gear 13. We already have everything else but the Chirotex that we need for him. Same thing with Trip. We're going to be working on some Chirotex, but he's almost done. And so BT and Trip are looking pretty beautiful right now, although we are flagging a little behind on our Sonostaros and our Hondo Inaka. So we'll be finding a home for both of these characters going forward. Our big news on this account is that we now have a Relic 7 Darth Vader, and not only is this a fantastic solo for our account, it's also a requirement for Executor, which will be down the road for this account, and additionally, it is also a character that works on the Afra team with BT, Trip, Afra, all of them, and so we have both a solo as well as something that can work with our first farm, so it's a really, really great farm for us. So that's super exciting. I'm super excited to use it in 5v5. We'll be continually working on the mods, but even now, like, we have some respectable mods for such a small account. Just 116 additional speed. Like, obviously we want it faster if possible, but not bad for you know, pretty new free-to-play account. This account just hit level 85 in the last 2 months or so. So we're working on a little bounty hunter team as well to do events and to prepare for Executor, but we will need probably one more farmed while we wait for Executor, because we still need to get those Razor Crest shards. We are only at, oh, we can actually check right now, but I want to say we only have, like, you know, 84 Razor Crest shards right now. We did finish our first ship up to 7 stars that we need for our Executor, which is super, super exciting. So we're getting there slowly but surely. We'll have an Executor, we'll have an Afra, and I'm excited to see where this account goes. But for now, we are pushing all in on Afra. We're trying to farm Chirotex. I'm not adding in any more farms for now, so that way we have extra energy for Chirotex now that we're getting close to done with that. And then as we get some more Chirotex, finish some of these characters for Afra, we can add in a couple more farms, pushing towards Executor and getting a vote out there to see what you guys want to see for the members. So it's exciting times for the damn free-to-play. We've honestly been dominating pretty hardcore in Carbonite. We shot up from Carbonite 5 to Carbonite 2 very quickly. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we shot into Bronzium pretty soon too, which will be way out of our depth, but we'll do what we can. So, exciting things on the Beef Daddy account. I'm excited for it. Last of all, we have our baby Dam. Now, this is a brand new free-to-play account. It was started on Saturday, and our first day of playing was Sunday, and we're already up to level 39. It is going wildly fast overall. So far, one of the big things I've learned is quests are your best friends nowadays. Like, there's so much XP, so many shards that you get from doing your quests. It's an insane start to the game. As you start to hit mid-level 30s, it starts to slow down a lot, and you kind of have time to start learning the game. But it feels like just a vomit of stuff at the beginning nowadays with the changes to the free-to-play environment. But I've been loving it, and so what we are doing with this account is something very special, and that is the Dam free-to-play guide, which we will be putting out in the coming weeks. I'm very, very excited for it. So, the Dam free-to-play guide, we're just going to give you an overview of it, just a little taste of it. We are going to be doing a Leia Rush account, and so it'll be a Leia Rush into Executor is going to be our big overall. And just a little sprinkling of hints of kind of what we're going for. Let's go into our squads tab and you can kind of see what we're going for. So we're going to have, all of these have dumb names because, you know, I love making squad titles. I think they're hilarious. But we've got our Phoenix team right here. Phoenix is going to be super nice to get us through an assault battle. Plus, Captain Rex is a requirement. Heron Syndulla is a requirement for profundity. So right here, we're going to have an excellent team to get us through Galactic War, as well as push us towards our Leia farm. Going into the next one, we have our Imperial Troopers. Great dark side team overall. This is what I've been using to punch up in my free-to-play account with the members free-to-play. This is a team that I love on my main account, Gear 7. These guys deal tons of damage, do crazy things. I love this team. Plus, it pushes us towards Executor. It's just a fantastic thing to have in here. Going into our next one, we're looking at the Rex for CLS, because CLS is a requirement for Leia. Going into that, you know, R2-D2 is going to be gotten from our Imperial Troopers. R2-D2 is a requirement for Leia as well, so we have a home for him. So it's going to work out really, really well, in my opinion. Of course, we got Brutta Man, Mr. Savage Opress. I loved getting this guy as my day one relic character, my first Omicron on my other free-to-play account, and I think it definitely deserves a spot there, because having a solo that can solo so many good teams is great, especially because I have seen people get stomped by CLSs on defense, and this guy is just CLS kryptonite. Doesn't matter what relic level they have on them, and CLS is such a common early game character for people to get. This is also a fantastic defense. You can just throw this on defense and watch people suffer. I'm seriously considering this on my free-to-play now that we have a Relic Vader. I'm seriously considering just throwing Savage on defense and watching people suffer and seeing who can actually get through it. So I'm very excited to have him into this account as well, just like we have in our other free-to-play account. We have the Ewoks, or rather the E-Runs, to get our C-3PO that we need. Additionally, Princess Nisa is a requirement, so we get to see just how low gear we can do the C-3PO event with a Nisa. Going into Iden Versio, this is simply because we have a Scout Trooper and some low gear Iden Versio team can do some disgusting things, and Iden Versio is a great beginner leader to this initial team right here, because honestly, without the Veer Zeta, this team suffers a lot. Same with without the Piet Zeta. Like, without the Zetas for this team, it suffers a lot early game. And I mean early game by just before, you know, you start getting Zetas. As soon as you get Zetas, you're doing great. But until then, Iden Versio is an excellent lead for it. She's just 2-star Iden Versio, Gear 9, no Chirotechs involved. You can get some stupid holds on people early on, so this is going to be a fun little team for us. And then we have our classic CLS as our first big banger team. It's going to be an amazing team to have in this roster, and I'm super excited to have it. And then Garsax and Imperial Super Commando as another duo. So these are kind of all of our goals for the beginning of this account. And let me kind of break down why these goals are this way. So Garsax and Imperial Super Commando are not just a duo that can take down gas. They're absolutely amazing. They don't require a Zeta. I love them to death. On top of that, these two with the General Veers and Admiral Piet basically go through the entirety of the challenge tier 3 of the Ewok assault battle and just take it down. Like, literally no problems, gear 10. And we want assault battles because chirotechs are painful to get. Our Phoenix team, challenge tier 1 of another assault battle right there without even having to get really much relics. CLS, gear 12 can basically do challenge tier 3 by themselves. If I relic CLS, you can guarantee that. So, like, this is going to be another team that I'm going to have for another assault battle. And so right there, I'm already finishing 3 assault battle teams on the way to Leia. I have 2 sets of solos. You know, you have the Garsax and Imperial Super Commando, which is a solo. It's a duo. And then you have Savage. And so, honestly, I think this is going to be the most efficient way to go through the game. We do have more to go through as time goes on, and that will be involved in the overall farming plan. So keep an eye out for it for the future. But overall, all 3 of these accounts I'm very excited for. Getting a new GL in my main account is going to be super exciting. I haven't been farming GLs for 6-7 months now, just because of guild constraints, Gungans coming out, side projects, randomly getting Keller and Beck, so we decide, hey, let's go for Mommy Mandalore. You know, it's been side project after side project, so I'm excited to get back to the big farms, and I think JML and Profundity are going to be 2 of the greatest things to push my account to the limit, and maybe even get me into Kyber 1, honestly, because we mod well enough and we play well enough. I think with a couple more tools we could actually push into high Kyber 2, low Kyber 1. So I'm very excited for the coming 6 months or so. We shall see if I can actually push that high. I'm hoping to push into Bronzium on my second account, and I'm hoping to push this one to level 85 as soon as possible. But overall, it is an exciting time in the Beaver Dam. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on the your initial impressions on the this new free-to-play account and where it's going. I'd also love to hear what you guys think of my main account, as well as our damn free-to-play that the members get to choose. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.